So, welcome everyone to today's adoption event. This is for December 2024. We haven't done those in a few months because we haven't been bringing that many kitties. But now that we resumed our regular kitty rescue, thank you so much for everyone who joined us today and to our wonderful fosters. This is a pre-New Year, a virtual adoption event. So hopefully with a little extra exposure to your kitties, we're going to be able to find them wonderful homes right in time for 2025. So today we have with us, we're going to start with Mari and her foster Francis. Mari, I know you're with us. Welcome.
Thank you. This is Frances, and she's very playful, as you can see. She's 3 years old, but she's tiny. She's only 6 pounds, and she really loves to play. She's very, very sweet. She gets along great with my resident cats, and she loves this toy. She loves to bat balls around. She's a very well-behaved little kitty. Come here, Frances. She's very sweet. Come, Frances, come. We can get her to focus on the thing. Come here, Frances.
She's adorable.
Come here. Come here. So, yeah, she's very distracted by the toy, but she really likes pets. She's really, really sweet. I had a friend over yesterday, and she brought her 7-year-old daughter who petted Frances, picked her up. She was super excited, and Frances was very calm and very good with her, so she'd be very good with kids. She's chill. She loves to play, but she doesn't get into stuff. She has her own room, even though she gets along with my cats and she can run around the house. But when I do keep her in her room, if I close the door, just overnight to have her so she can have her own space, she's fine. She doesn't mind being in a small space. So I think she'd do very well in a studio apartment or a house. She's really very chill and easy. She also looks like Frances. Come here.
How long have you had Frances?
She came the week before Thanksgiving. So is that 2 weeks? A little over 2 weeks now. And she was comfortable right away. She came in, another foster had her for a few days before I got her. And I brought her to my house, and she immediately came out of the carrier. She didn't try to hide, and she just was very happy to have pets. She let me pick her up. She didn't hiss at my other pets. Yeah, I mean, she's really, really sweet. And she's just so cute because she's so tiny.
Yeah, yes. And what home do you think she would thrive in? Like, what would be the best type of home for her?
I have a pretty quiet home because I live alone, and except for the other kitties. When I have friends over, she doesn't mind. She comes out. I think she'd do fine with a family with kids, or she'd be fine in a quiet apartment with a solo adult. I think she's just very flexible. She doesn't really, I just think she's really easy and very.
So she's adaptable to any environment.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, and I know that the foster who had her before me had 2 small children and another cat, and she said there were no issues with Frances and the 2 small children. So. Yeah, I just think she'd do fine in any situation. Sometimes I've had fosters and I keep them in the foster room, and you start scratching at the door and they want to come out. But she's happy to just chill on her cat bed or play with toys. And then when she can just roam around the house, she'll just roam around the house and explore. And sometimes she just takes a nap on sort of the cat tower and doesn't mind my other cats. She doesn't really play with them, but it's only been, a little over 2 weeks. So maybe with time she would start playing with other cats if she was adopted into a house with other cats.
Does she have any food preferences? Does she like wet food, dry food?
She loves wet food. So I give her a mix of wet and dry. I put dry out overnight. So she doesn't get hungry, in case she needs food between meals. I discovered that she really likes kitten kibble better than adult kibble. So I put that down for her, but she likes wet food. I tried churros with her and she wasn't that interested. So I think she just hasn't learned churros yet. Um, but she
Well,
does love her wet food.
she's absolutely beautiful. And to those of you who are watching us or will be watching later, I think that we have different types of households, some with kids, some more busy, some are less busy. So it sounds like Frances is very adaptable to any type of household. So if you're interested in learning more about Frances or filling out an adoption application for her, you would go to citydogsrescuedc.org and then click the link adoptable cats and then type in the name Frances. And I assume it's spelled Frances.
Yes, that's right.
And it will give you all the information so you could fill out the application for this beautiful little kitty who would love to become a part of your household. And we would love to find her a beautiful home for 2025 so that our amazing foster, Mari, could continue to open her doors for new cats who are being rescued. Mari, thank you so much for taking such good care of her. You're a long foster with long-time foster with CDCK, and it's always amazing. Your kitties always get adopted and find homes. And if it wouldn't be for you, then it would be really difficult for them to do that. So thank you. And thank you for taking the time to show us Frances today.
You're so welcome.
Thank you. And next we have Kate. Are you still with Lexi and Romeo? Are you still on?
Yes, I am. I'm with Lexi at the moment right now, and then I'll switch to Romeo. They're in separate rooms.
My God, she's beautiful.
Just woke up. Lexi is very silly and sassy. Right now, she's sleepy. She is very chill, like throughout the day. I'd say she sleeps through most of it. She's happy to play. If I have friends come over, she'll greet them, but this is pretty much her norm and how she's sitting right now. She's 2 years old. I've had her for 9 months and I took her from another foster. So she's been with City Kitties for a bit of time. And that's mainly because I think she would be happy as a solo animal, or she might get used to cat friends. So she came with her brother and they were initially thought to be bonded. But then they were fine on their own. So she might be best in like a more quiet household or a household with older kids, just because she can be a bit particular. She gives out her love very freely and she's quick to trust and quick to acclimate, but she also takes it away just as just as quickly. But it's mainly just with little kids who kind of just want to like pick her up when she might want to be sleeping, or prod or pet her when she doesn't want to be pet. She has particular ways.
Okay. And what would you say her main personality trait is?
I'd say she's mainly very spunky. I think she's like switches between very sweet and cuddly, but then she also will become quite playful. She loves to have her little mouse toys and scratch. So I think she has a big personality. She's very unique.
Wow, she's absolutely beautiful and she looks so calm.
She's also very petite. She's also only around 6 pounds. So she's a small little girl. And I've had people come over who think she might have some Bengal in her. Because even though she sleeps most of the time, she's quite athletic. She has really long legs and she's running about. And she has a cute little smile too when she like gets pet.
She looks like she's in heaven right now.
Yeah.
And she looks like she just adjusted to your household wonderfully.
Oh yes. And because I've had her for so long, she's gone to so many different temporary fosters with City Kitties. And immediately everyone has told me she adjusts to their apartment as if that's her new home, and she just accepts it pretty fast. She jumps out of the carrier and warms up to the new people very easily. She also loves, I have a window hammock for her, so she's sitting up there a good amount of time. She loves to sunbathe.
goodness. So basically, you say that the better household for her would be where she would be the only kitty
Mhm.
and with older kids.
Yes. Yeah. And
And
she would, oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead, please.
Oh, yeah. I think also we work from home a good amount and we've trained her to not go on the desk. So when we have calls and everything, she's not disruptive. She knows to go. We have a hammock that's right next to the desk. So that's where she'll hang out. We call it her 9 to 5 hammock, and this is her enjoy comfort hammock.
So this is her job. This is her day job.
Yeah. Yes.
My goodness. So, to those of you who are watching us, it sounds like this beautiful kitty, and I'm sure we could find a household that has older kids or no kids and that is looking for a beautiful companion like Lexi is, who will just be very working from home friendly, minds her business, but at the same time could be very, very loving and gentle. So if you're interested in a kitty like that, you would go to City Dogs Rescue DC, click .org, click on the adoptable cat and type in Lexi's name, which is Lexi. And does she get along with Romeo? How do they get along?
I'm working on it. I don't let right now they have supervised interactions. And they're mainly okay when they're independent. I think Romeo is very playful as well, I'll go take him next. And I think he's a bit Lexi can interpret it as aggression at times. But I also could be that she's been in my apartment for 9 months. And so she really sees this as her space.
Yeah.
Because she's gone to other temp fosters with other cats and she's adjusted. It's taken like a week or so, but she's adjusted to them.
Okay. And who wouldn't want a cat with this amazing smile? That's just amazing. That is picture perfect. Wow. Well, thank you for showing us Lexi. Lexi, you've been a superstar. You've been on camera and you haven't moved. So we've been able to take a very, very good look at you. And I'm sure we're going to find a wonderful family for Lexi as a result of our event. And can we take a look at Romeo?
Yes. Travel to their room.
And thank you. That is amazing of you, Kate, to have separate spaces to accommodate our foster kitties. So
Oh,
that
oh
well,
yeah. So this is Romeo. He's a 1-year-old boy. The vet, I took him to the vet recently and she thinks he might be even younger. He's super friendly. When I first picked him up from City Kitties, though, he was quite shy. It took him about, I think, 2 or 3 days to approach us. He was very skittish and scared. But now that he's been able to trust us, he is super loyal. He doesn't he doesn't want to leave our side. Um, he just wants to cuddle and play. And he just loves pets. Like he'll take pets over anything. We've even offered him treats, and he wants pets over anything else. So.
oh my God. So that's a cuddle bug.
Yes, definitely.
Well, hence the name Romeo.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he has so much love to give. Um, he is shy at first with new people and loud sounds, but once he knows that he can trust you, he's yeah, super duper loyal and super loving. Um, he also
And,
loves to play.
and what type of household do you think would work for Romeo?
I think Romeo would be great. He lets me pick him up freely. He does get spooked by loud noises still, but I think with time that might just have been from wherever he came from. He might have some traumas there, but he's been doing great. I think he would be great with kids. I think he would also do great as an only cat or with other animals. He's taken to Lexi, and he's really good with her as she's adjusting to him being around. Um, so I think he's quite adaptable.
And what is his favorite activity for the day? We know that Lexi has a 9 to 5 hammock job. His favorite activity.
Yes. I think he just loves to have attention to get pets, and he also loves to play with any sort of mouse toy or like felt ball or ping pong ball that you can throw. He loves to run after them and catch them, and I'm trying to teach him how to fetch, which He gets it like half of the time.
Oh my gosh. And it's incredible because thank you so much for fostering and for taking care of them in such a wonderful way because city dogs and city kitties has been fulfilling their mission for so long, trying to save lives of animals. And these kitties, they have been through so much. Each one comes from different backgrounds, but we know that one thing, unfortunately, that's in common is the traumatic past.
Mm,
And when they come here and our wonderful fosters open their doors for them, that gives them a chance to calm down, to believe in human kindness again. And the fact that, they could find a permanent home where they're going to grow and become a permanent part of somebody's family, who I'm sure they'll make very happy. I mean, he is just as gorgeous as Lexi. He's so beautiful. And he
yeah.
deserves a home where he'll be cherished.
Oh,
So
yeah.
So hopefully those of you who are watching us are going to go online to citydogsrescuedc.org and apply to adopt beautiful Romeo and, find him a beautiful permanent household for 2025. All of these kitties deserve to start a new year with their permanent loving families. Kate, thank you so much. You're amazing for taking care of them. And thank you so much for taking the time today to participate in our event. And Romeo, we thank you too for being a superstar. You
Thank
did
you so
amazing.
much.
Thank you. And next we have Kristen. Kristen, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Welcome.
Thank you. I have Thelma and Louise.
Wow.
They are 6-month-old kittens. One is quite a bit more shy than the other. You can see this is Louise is a tortie,
Oh my
and
goodness.
Thelma is a little black cat. They are incredibly playful. I can coax them out from wherever they are hiding, typically with a ribbon toy. This is one of their favorites. But they come from, I think, possibly a feral litter. They are a bonded pair. They love each other very much. They like to cuddle and play with each other. But they tend to do that without people in the room. As soon as I close the door, I'll hear them chasing each other around and playing. But when I come in the room, they are quite a bit more shy. And as you can see, Louise will typically take a toy and run it back under the couch. Thelma's being a bit more brave right now. But this is even quite a bit more brave than they were just 3 weeks ago when they came to us. So I think that they are working very hard to become sociable and trusting cats, but we're just taking it slow.
Are they a bonded pair?
They are.
Okay.
They love to snuggle, they groom each other, they play with each other. Especially when I'm not in the room, I can hear them bounding around. I know they're chasing each other and playing together. We're still working on a diet that works for them right now. They just have a sensitive food diet that's working for them right now. I feed them separately. Louise has a bit more preference when it comes to her food in terms of having a sensitive diet food. But Thelma, who's a little bit bigger, is basically fine with any kind of wet food. Thelma, we weighed her recently, is about 5.5 pounds. They're both still pretty small, and I guess since they are only 6 months old, will continue to grow. Although they may still be smaller, on the smaller side when they're full grown.
Oh my
They
gosh, they are so cute.
they are full of energy. They do love to play, and this is one of their favorites, to chase the ribbon toy. Even Louise's shy tendencies can be brought out with a toy. They, at least for now, like that our house is pretty quiet. We do have other cats, but they are kept separate for right now. And I think even just my talking right now is causing Louise to be a little bit more shy. When you sit in the room quietly with them, they will start to come out of their shells. So they're still just getting used to living in a house with people.
Of
There
course,
we
and
go.
so distinct. Oh my gosh. They're a bonded pair, but their colors are so beautiful. And one thing that we try to do at City Dogs and City Kitties is definitely, if they're a bonded pair, we love to keep them together because it's very traumatic when the bonded pair is separated and goes to different families. This is why our amazing fosters, I can't thank you enough. We can't thank you enough for taking both of them and being able to provide a foster home for the two of them so that they don't have to go through more trauma than they've already been through. Even though they're still little kittens, you would be surprised what they go through. So, to those families who are watching with us or will be watching our recording later, please consider taking both of them and apply to adopt both kitties because they're very used to each other. They are family, and we would hate to separate family. So if you're able to open your doors for these two adorable, they are absolutely incredible. You would have two gorgeous little kitties who will occupy themselves during the workday because they look like they're busy playing together. I'm sure they're self-sufficient. And do you think, Kristen, what type of household do you think would fit them better?
I think they could get along with other cats. We've started to do introductions, and they're definitely not scared of our cats, despite my cats being twice their size. They're not scared of them. They're more just curious. I think they are, well, I think they might be more comfortable with cats than they are with people, at least at this point in their lives. So I think they could go to a home with other cats. They have not been tested with children or dogs, but they are shy around new people, no matter who those people are. So whether they end up being okay with children, they will just take some time to get to know whoever their family ends up being. And I think they will become quite affectionate cats. Even now, Thelma does let me give her pets. Louise is getting there on a very calm day. Will purr for pets.
My gosh, yes. Well, they actually look like they are pretty low maintenance.
Yeah,
Into if
they really do entertain themselves. They play together. They enjoy playing with the person, but it is very evident that they play with each other when we're not around as well. So they are pretty self-sufficient. They're still kittens, so they're still pretty curious about their space. They appreciate having all the cords tucked away so that they can't get into too much mischief. They like to explore their space and push things off of the desk just to test out how everything in their space works. They have that kitten tendency in them for sure.
well, they're absolutely beautiful. And hopefully, as a result of our event, to those of you who are watching us, you're going to go on citydogsrescuedc.org, adoptable cat sling, and type in Thelma and Louise. After all, who doesn't know the famous movie? So they are absolutely beautiful, and hopefully we will be able to find them a wonderful permanent family for the new year. Kristen, you're amazing for taking such good care of them. And the more kitties we get adopted, the more lives you save, our wonderful viewers, and that allows our fosters to open their doors for more rescues to bring and to save more lives. So, Kristen, thank you so much for taking the time today, for showing them, for taking amazing care of them. And hopefully, soon enough, they will find a permanent family who will be able to adopt both of them.
Thank you.
Thank you. And next, we have Sammy with Golden Nuggets. Sammy, are you with us today?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, I still don't see you.
Uh, Give me 1 second. I think my phone is asking.
While Sammy joins us, we get to see more of Christy. Yep. Okay. We get to see more of the beautiful kitties play. Thank you. Welcome, Sammy. And who do you have with you today?
This is Bob, and this is Ted.
Ah.
This guy. So they both already have a application. Someone's gonna come see them tomorrow.
Okay.
They're together, and I think they're inseparable. So I think they should definitely get adopted together. Because when Bob, is like away from Ted, he starts crying.
Okay. Oh my
Um,
gosh, so they're bonded. Okay.
yeah, they're definitely bonded big time. And you can see this guy has a heart on his chest, and it's so cute. So you can
Oh
see,
my God, that's incredible. Wow.
yeah, he's a sweetheart. Yeah, they're very sweet cats. They always cuddle on top of me. Um, they're they're playful. They're, I mean, they're perfect cats. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about them besides this guy. He always, when the food comes, he'll slap this guy out of the way to get the food. So he doesn't play with the food.
Oh my God.
They're very playful. They're healthy. They did have like worms. I gave him like the worm medicine.
The dewormer? Yes.
Yeah, they need to take it again in the next week.
So beautiful.
They're good. They're good guys. They're
And
really
did
good.
you also have Joe?
This is Bob. Joe got adopted.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And so, regardless of the fact that they have an app, to those of you who are watching us, I mean, I wish that everything goes perfect and they get adopted to the person who applied, but sometimes, unfortunately, that these things do fall through. So, in case that happens, so far, I believe these little kitties are still on our website. They're incredible. And how long have you had them?
I think I've had them for like a month and a half.
Okay, they look so
Yeah,
comfortable.
so I had a lot of fun with.
They just turned 3 months.
They just turned 3 months old.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They
They're
sleep with you. They're like they'll sleep on top of your head.
Snuggle.
They're super snuggly.
like,
They're
do
very
they have-
clean. They
do they have any preferences? What do they like? Wet food, dry food?
they love everything, but they like wet food. Either one, dry food or wet food, either one.
But in any case, this little cuteness slaps the other one because he always wants food.
Oh yeah, they'll like swap between their plate to figure out who has different food.
Oh my gosh. That's
Or he'll
incredible.
try to eat somebody else. This guy will go eat his food and then go back to his food because he wants more food. So you got to be careful to watch them when they eat because this guy's too nice. He'll let him eat it. It's almost like this guy acts like his big brother, and he'll do anything for this guy.
Do you think, what type of family do you think would suit them? What type of household?
To be honest, any household that's loving, caring, maybe have kids. I don't know. I'm sure they'll be fine with kids.
Have 2 cats.
And we already have 2 cats, so they get along with other cats.
Okay.
Our cats were not very friendly in the beginning, but eventually they became friends.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't thank you enough for fostering both of them, for giving them a loving home. And like I said before, we would hate to separate families, especially when they're bonded as tightly as these two are. So yes, they have an application, but if you choose to go on our website, to those of you who are watching us, and apply citydogsrescuedc.org, adoptable cats, and we have Bob and Ted. If you choose to apply to adopt them, and they wind up going to your home, please open up the doors for both of them because it would be very traumatic for them to get separated, and we wouldn't want that to happen. And I want to thank you so much for taking such wonderful care of them, for fostering them. Once they get adopted, hopefully sooner than later, that allows you guys to open the doors for more of our rescues. which are in such desperate need of foster homes. Thank you so much for taking the time. And who is this gorgeous? I'm assuming that's your resident cat.
Yeah, that's Shisha. That's my other cat.
My gosh, she is beautiful.
We adopted them from you guys, from the city kitties.
Okay. Oh my God, thank you. So she already has an amazing, loving home.
Yep.
Wow. Well, thank you
Yep.
so much, both of
You're
you,
welcome.
for everything, and especially for taking the time today to be with us and to show these beautiful. This is incredible.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you guys.
Thank you. And that concludes our event for today. It will be posted on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. To those who didn't catch us live, you'll be able to watch the recording. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a beautiful rest of your Sunday.